You're listening to Podmas, an opportunity to have a festive catch-up with some of the fabulous members of the Small and Supercharged Mastermind group. Well, welcome to the final Podmas of this year, which is exciting. And because it's the final one and because Friday is a good time to record, we have got 4 fabulous people on today's episode. We've got Claire, Becky, Jessica and Zoe. So I'm going to let them tell you a bit about themselves and what they do. So Claire, let's start with you as you're to my top left. So please tell us about you and what you do.
Hi, I am Claire Williams. I am the Executive Director of the British Equestrian Trade Association. I am from New Zealand, which is why I speak with this funny accent, even though I've been away from New Zealand for far too long, as in, gosh, nearly 30 years, and I still haven't lost it. What do I do? Goodness gracious me. I run the British Equestrian Trade Association, which means looking after our members, talking to government, helping people when they have troubles with their business, giving them advice, and particularly of interest is safety. So I talk a lot about safety. I help write hat standards and body protector standards. So that's a bit of a mission.
I should say as well, if you're listening, Claire is a flipping legend. I have very much the honour of working with Beta, and not only is she good at all the stuff she says, but she can also, even when she's exhausted, she can handle Di and I moving a plastic horse through Stoneleigh, and after trying to wrap it, because apparently that's an obvious thing that people know how to wrap plastic horses, and she handled it beautifully as we were trying to load this bloody horse into a trailer with clearly no concept of what was going on, and she just took it all in her stride. And I think that counts for a lot in a person.
Did I have a choice?
It was kind of happening, wasn't it?
It was.
So it was good fun though, but no, lots of really great things there. Becky, can you tell us a bit about you and what you do?
Yeah, so I'm Becky. I run Q Dressage, which is an online store of all your favourite accessories and everything you could possibly want, riding and not riding. Primarily for dressage riders, although all's welcome, and non-riders too. But yeah, so I stock lots of lovely little accessories for everything you could possibly want. I'm a dressage rider myself, not to any particular great level, but I try. And I'm based in London, where I was born, bred, still live, and where I actually learnt to ride as well.
Excellent. And you're very much into the slightly, I'm not saying wacky, because wacky doesn't sound good, but it's different, isn't it? You know, you're very much into animal prints and bright colours and metallics and sort of zhuzhing up.
Yeah, I definitely like my prints and colours and things that are just a bit more unique and different, that sometimes can be quite difficult to find in sort of traditional equestrian wear, which can take a little bit of time to catch up maybe with, you know, your high street fashion, which moves at an incredible pace. So I try and have things that maybe you can't quite get in your everyday tack shop.
Amazing. Jessica, can you tell us a bit about you and what you do, please?
Sure. I'm Jessica Thatcher, and I've got 2 businesses, the first of which is EQCO, which I started about 8 years ago, designing, making and selling customized textile products for horses and horse riders, all myself, all in-house. I've since started a second business, which I'm kind of pushing more at the moment, called ZV Textiles. So it's essentially a fashion manufacturing factory or textile products. So through EQCO, I noticed there was a gap in the market for people having their textile products made in the UK. And so I work as a kind of consultant for similar sort of businesses to EQCO, small brands, people who want to launch a brand or launch a product and don't really know where to go, and also established businesses who will come to me with all of their patterns and their tech packs and all their fabrics and materials already sorted, and they want me to either sample or make their products for them, so I can sort of help out from all of aspects from the beginning to the end of the process.
That sounds really cool, really interesting, and especially with all the various, I don't even know, Claire is the one for all the issues, as are, you know, Becky and Zoe, as we can all experience it, but things being made in the UK just seem to be a real way to go. let's move on to Zoe. Whilst I've lost my words and my train of thought slightly. I know where I'm going. Zoe, tell us about you and all the things you do.
I was just thinking that how lovely that was, having, pushing the kind of British made thing, which we're all about as well. So I am the founder of a brand called Honest Riders, and we are all about sustainability in the equestrian world. So we sell a range of products, all of which are sustainably made. So everything from our own clothing range to the clothing range of other people that are made from sustainable fabrics in a sustainable way. And we're all about educating the equestrian world as to how they can be a little bit more eco-friendly in their day-to-day. So we sell horse care as well, because believe it or not, some of that contains some quite nasty chemicals and isn't produced particularly sustainably. And we've got our own horse care brand as well.
And you've just, I know, I'm just trying to think when this is going to come out. So Christmas deliveries will be gone, but you've just launched the most amazing sustainable with bells on crackers, which are just amazing. With an Emily Cole tea towel as it's not paper, it's obviously a tea towel. They're so cool.
No, I've got one right here, actually. If you're listening, you'll be able to see this, but the guys on the call can. So yeah, it's basically a tea towel, and then it's got gifts inside. So the whole thing is completely sustainable and reusable.
Such a good idea. So the first question for you all, I will direct this as we go around, is do you relate more to the elf or the Grinch? Becky, what about you?
Definitely. I Christmas is my absolute favorite. I love Christmas. I love everything about it, and I love doing presents. So I guess elves do presents. So I'm an elf all the way.
Fair enough. That was pretty straight down the line. Zoe, what about you?
I'm Grinch.
I am.
Ria, you already know this about me, don't you? I've worked in retail for a long time now, and Christmas for us starts in about May. So I feel like I've been planning Christmas for a long time, and as a small business owner, it just gets really chaotic and the build up, and we're kind of there's a lot of pressure on us to try and sort of sell the stock that we've bought in earnest for this time of year. And just making sure that all of the orders that we get are processed, which Royal Mail is not making particularly easy at the moment. So I just feel that there's a lot of pressure on me in particular at Christmas. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the same boat. So by the time actual Christmas Day comes around, I'm just so over it. I just want to sit down and have a massive drink and forget about the whole thing.
So we're 50-50 at the moment, although I am on the Grinch side because that's just me. Jessica, what about you?
My first thought was Grinch, but I'm trying to be more positive. So I'm going to say elf, but with a kind of healthy smattering of Grinch sprinkled across the top.
Nice. I like that. Now, the only person that's rocked up to this Podmas in a Christmas jumper is the person we're going to ask next. Yeah, it's amazing. Claire, you more elf or Grinch?
Yeah, I'm afraid I am an elf. Absolutely. I love this time of year. I'm like Becky. I love the whole gift thing. I go wild with making lots of stuff at home to give away. So I adore it. And I also think, growing up in New Zealand, we have a warm Christmas, and since I've lived in the Northern Hemisphere, I've just embraced the cold at Christmas time. Growing up in New Zealand, all our Christmas cards have snow and robins, bizarrely, even though it's the middle of summer. So finally getting to the Northern Hemisphere and actually having a cold Christmas, I'm afraid, has definitely converted me to elfdom.
Fair enough. Good answer. Now, the next question is, which product, or could be a service, should people buy from you now? Let's start with you, Zoe, because I've got a feeling I might know what it is.
You revealed it early, Ria. It's the Christmas crackers.
I know, I didn't think this through at all. As the words were leaving my mouth, I thought, what are you doing, Freeman? One job. It's the last one.
No, that's fine. You've kind of given me an excuse to talk about them. But I guess we're sort of pushing the crap-free Christmas agenda this year, and I just think we really want people to consider what they're buying a lot more and make sure that what they're buying is going to be something that's wanted and something that's going to be of good enough quality to be used for years and years. And that, you know, has been made sustainably. So what we decided to do this year was make Christmas crackers containing all of our favourite products. So we've got we've taken some Emily Cole tea towels. I know she's one of your masterminders, Ria. So we've worked with Emily, and then we've filled up these Christmas crackers and wrapped them in one of Emily's tea towels. And there are 5 of them to choose from. And yeah, they're all containing plastic-free gifts. So we've got t-shirts and hats in there. We've got bars of soap for horses in there, and our rinse bombs. And lots of sort of bits and pieces that are made from in aluminium tins as well. So yeah, I think that's a really nice gift for someone that's looking for to surprise someone horsey.
Definitely. What about you, Jessica?
With my ZV Textiles manufacturing head on, I guess what I'm thinking about now is critical paths and things. So if somebody wanted to, I know in retail and fashion, you kind of work to different schedules, but the way we're working here at the moment, it's tends to be a kind of 6 to 8 week lead time for, depending on where you are with sourcing your materials and your pattern designs and things. Tends to be a kind of 6 to 8 week schedule for getting products made or getting the first samples out. So I would be saying to anybody, if you're trying to get something new in for spring, you know, get your skates on and let's start moving, because it takes longer than people realize a lot of the time.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Becky? What gift it would be great under the tree this year?
I think I was thinking quite hard about this because there's lots of little bits, but I think especially given the cold snap we're just having, I think the Sabo knitted snoods are amazing. They're fleece lined, so they're super comfy, because sometimes knitted stuff can get a bit itchy if it's against your skin. So, but they're fleece lined, so, and that also helps with the warmth, and helps hold the shape. So they're fab to have all winter. I live in mine. In fact, I get a little bit too warm, if anything, if I'm doing too much on the yard and riding and stuff. Yeah, and I think they're a great present. I think they're great for anyone as well. Like if you dog walk or you like going outside at all, they're a great universal present. You don't have to worry about size or anything like that. So I think that's a fab gift that most people would appreciate, I think.
I have one of those. They are exceptional. I have it that the children just basically take all of my possessions, but there are a few things that I will lose it if they go near, and that is one of them, because it's so cozy, very cozy indeed. And Claire, I know you're slightly different as you're an association. I've got an answer for you if you're struggling, but what's your answer?
I'm dying to hear yours. I was going to say boring. I mean, it's not exactly something you'd gift, but membership of Beta. We offer a hell of a lot of support to so many different companies, and it's a great community to be a part of, just to share experiences and network. So that's one thing, or a voucher to one of our many training courses, one of which is run by a certain Ria Freeman.
Yeah, it's a good, they're great. They're marvelous because I'm there, and it's always goes off in a tangent. I was going to say as well, another really good thing, it's not necessarily a gift from your business, but you do have for your members the shop where you see the sign, don't you? So things like hats and body protectors particularly, make sure you get them fitted, and therefore you don't necessarily need to actually give the physical thing at Christmas, do you? But go where you've seen that sign.
Yeah, we've just started a whole range of social media posts, one of which has proved a lot more controversial than we thought, just by telling people to look at the rules for their body protectors. But yeah, lots of rules are changing, so maybe check them, so that if you're thinking of gifting safety equipment, it's a good time to do it, because a lot of the disciplines are changing what they're wanting, so worth having a look at. Brilliant.
Now we move over to you. If you could have any Christmas present whatsoever, be as wild as you like. We've had a unicorn, we've had indoor arenas. It can be wild, it can be fiction. What would you like to see under the tree? The tree can be very large this year. Let's start with Zoe.
I'm going to go with my own yard. I'm going to go big.
Yeah, too right, go big.
I've wanted my own yard for years, and yeah, I've just acquired another horse, so I feel like my own place to keep it would be really handy.
Yeah, and she's really cute. Very keen on baby horses. Claire, what about you?
This is going to sound really wacky, but I quite like a parallel universe to give me lots of extra time.
That's fine. We can run with that. We can ask Santa.
Yeah, it's just that, I never seem to have enough time, whether it's work or me or the horses. So it would be really nice to have a little parallel universe to slip into, that I could do some of my time stuff, and then go back into real world time and not find anything's moved on.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see how you're going to word that on your letters to Santa, but I like it very much. Becky.
I think I would like, I know we're not far away from them, I don't think, but a self-driving car so I could sleep on my way to work and to my horse, because that is the one thing I don't get enough of, is sleep. And that would be very helpful if I could one area of my life, if I get more sleep, I think I would function a lot better in everywhere. So
I like we're going for big presents. Jessica, what are you going to go for?
So I'm a complete machine slut, and in my line of work I have loads and loads of machines, and I always have tons on my list, but top of my list at the moment is a machine called a lay end cutter, which lets you cut fabric in perfectly straight lines, and it would be an absolute game changer if I could have one of those, but I think they're about £7,000, so not quite there yet.
I mean, hang on, we've got a yard, a parallel universe, and a self-driving car. So actually, yours is the most reasonable. Oh dear. Now, thinking back to presents that you've had in the past, who would like to share their best or worst? Doesn't have to be both. One or the other would be amazing. Does anyone have a best or worst gift that springs to mind? Please do give some kind of symbol, otherwise I'll just start picking on you.
I had a Cabbage Patch doll as a kid.
I'm guessing by the face, that's not the one.
Oh, I remember thinking when it was, I remember it so vividly, and I was just like, that is so ugly. What am I supposed to do with it? And it's stuck with me to this day. But I do have quite a funny one. I'm sure my mum won't mind me saying this, but a couple of years ago, she gifted my husband, actually, it was just as the lockdown hit, she gifted my husband this plastic thing that you use to open doors so that you don't have to touch them.
Wow.
I mean, what?
Wow.
It just makes me and my husband laugh every time we look at it, because we don't know what to do with it. Like, who has time to like hook this thing onto a door to open it so you don't have to touch it? It's just it's weird. Yeah.
Did it come with a kind of holster or something you could attach to your belt?
Yeah,
so you could just.
It did.
Yeah, oh my
it
God!
did.
I was taking the mick.
I know. No, it did. Yeah. And we're looking at it. We're like, what do we do with this? It's sitting there. Could we sell it? And who's going to want this? You know.
I don't think that's sellable.
No, neither. It's with us for life.
The gift that keeps giving.
Exactly.
Who would like to go next? Becky, have you got something?
I've been quite lucky. I've got nothing terrible. I guess a weird one. I got my uncle got me a book about, is it called mudlarking? Mud, where people go digging in mud for things. You know,
what?
like oh look what you can find.
Riverbeds and things.
Yeah, like on the beach, like it's like weird, like almost like metal detecting, but like not, but in mud. Which I'm sure is like great if you love that.
Are you into that?
No, I can't say I've ever done it or ever even knew it was a thing until I got that book. So that
you think it was a re-gift? Has he just sort of taken the easy option?
I feel like he might have actually been into it. So maybe he was like, hey, this is the thing I want to do. Anyone want to give it a go too? Yeah, who knows? But yeah, there was a weird one. I guess it's not like a bad present. It was just
not a good one though, is it? It's definitely not a good present to have a book about something completely random.
Yeah.
Amazing. Claire.
Oh yeah, I'm a bit like Becky. I haven't had really any awful ones, apart from maybe disappointed expectations. One of the best, I don't know that it's the best. One of the best is tickets to watch the All Blacks in the World Cup when they were in the UK. That was brilliant because I've never actually seen the All Blacks play live, so that was really, really great.
Well, that's a good one. That's a good present. And what about you, Jessica?
So 1 year an ex-boyfriend bought me a spatula.
Wow. Is that why the ex bit's now?
No, that was a good present.
Oh,
Lots
wow.
of people I know turn their noses up at spatulas. But
I'm
it
with
was
you.
it was such a good spatula, and I think it got melted or something, and it's gone. I really miss it.
So that was one of your best presents.
Yeah, I really love cooking, and it had an unusually sharp edge, which was brilliant for doing spatula things.
Spatula. See, Claire wants to know everything about the spatula now.
Yeah, that was a really good present. And then there's, for the less good presents, there's somebody in my family who every year buys me soap, and I don't use soap, and I've just got so much soap, it's really annoying. I do use, detergents to clean things with, but not bar soap. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And every year they give me soap, and I don't know if they're doing it on purpose to wind me up, or it's just like the laziest present ever.
Oh God. Oh, bless you. Took to the charity shop, I think. Get that recirculated. What is your favourite festive tipple, ladies? So start with Claire.
Oh gosh, where do I start? Actually, I treat myself to a particularly good bottle of wine at Christmas, so I always go for a Cloudy Bay Sauvignon, which is a New Zealand wine. So that would probably be top of my list.
Excellent. Jessica, favourite Christmas tipple?
I guess I just drink gin all year round, so
Neat.
it's as good at Christmas as any other time of year.
Neat in a drinking bottle on your desk. Is that where we're going?
Oh, if only.
I think we've all been tempted, haven't we?
One day.
One day. Becky, what about you?
I like my alcohol incredibly sweet, so like a teenager probably. So I have amaretto and cranberry juice with burnt orange in, which is not, if you don't like sweet, this is like hell drink for you, but I always think of that as my Christmas drink.
Fair enough. I thought you were going to go down those blue bottles of stuff. When you said like a teenager, I thought, oh, Becky.
It probably doesn't taste that far off it, to be fair.
That something that is that blue is not, shouldn't be drunk, in my opinion.
No.
Zoe, what about you?
Oh, I'm really boring. I'm a Prosecco girl.
Nothing wrong with Prosecco?
Well, there's nothing wrong with Prosecco until the morning after.
Yeah, fair point. It's a good point. But now the last question before we go on to the fun quiz round is, what is your best part of a Christmas lunch? Jessica, I'll start with you.
Well, I'm vegan, so that kind of changes things, but it's always roast potatoes for me.
So you're probably not into the turkey as much.
Yeah, not so much.
No, but roast potatoes. But
Yeah.
from the vegan point of view, though, because isn't there a thing that with roast potatoes, the best ones, I mean, not if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, oh gosh, I know I've got two of you in here at least now, and I feel like I'm going to offend a lot of people, but isn't goose fat meant to be the thing to put potatoes in to make them really crispy?
Yeah, and I was a raging carnivore for 25 years, so I get it. It tastes really good. But
So what do you use?
So I just use vegetable oil, and I parboil my potatoes, and then I shake them and chuck loads of polenta or semolina over the top, which makes them really, really, really crispy.
Oh, I see. That's a tip right there. Isn't that a Nigellaism, the semolina or the, yeah?
Oh, I don't know. I just I don't know if I made it up or if I got it from someone.
Maybe she took it from you.
There's always that chance.
Claire, what about you? I know Claire's a superstar cook, so
I agree with the semolina tip. Really, really good idea. God, I love Christmas and I love everything about it. We eat turkey all year round. I just adore it. I probably stuffing, but we don't use stuffing. I hate to say I don't make my own stuffing. It's the one thing I buy shop, but I will eat it just out of the tray afterwards. I'm afraid, with gravy. So yeah, stuffing for me.
No, that's a strong option. Becky.
Yeah, I was going to say stuffing as well. So
you're allowed to say the same thing.
Well, we could. I don't have it the rest of the year, so it's like such a Christmas treat for me. But a new thing I've started doing, which I love only at Christmas, is cheesy leeks. It's almost like a cauliflower cheese, but leeks instead. And yeah, that's like my new favorite thing. It's so good. And it's just like got so much cheese in it that I think you can't have it every week. So it's like a special Christmas special.
Excellent. No, I'd be up for that too. Zoe, what about you?
I feel like I'm going to put a massive dampener again on Christmas, but I really hate Christmas dinner because I'm also
Well, thanks for coming on, Podmas. It's been a joy.
I know. But I find the whole meal really greasy. My family are raging carnivores, so I just find the whole thing a bit ugh. I can't even watch them eat it. So I just tend to pick away at the vegetables, and that's about it. Be really fussy.
Do you
and then
like
eat a
the
load of
pudding?
chocolates afterwards. Yeah, I just stuff my face with chocolates afterwards, and then I fill myself up that way.
Fair enough. Maybe that's why you need all the prosecco.
I know, exactly. Although having that then on an empty stomach isn't the greatest thing, but yeah, trying to persuade, because my mum always cooks Christmas dinner, and trying to persuade her to do something vegan is like, although I did have a nut roast last year, that was quite tasty. Yeah, anyway, I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan. Sorry.
It's all right. I'm actually feeling quite elf-like now.
I was gonna say, yeah, compared to me, like the ultimate Grinch.
No, you're all right. So now we're moving on to the fun quiz. This isn't the right quiz. I think I found the right quiz. Crikey. That's the one I asked yesterday. We've got 9 exciting questions connected to Christmas. There's no prizes for if you win, just the glory of winning. So can you all think of a sound that is your buzzer? Anyone? Jessica, think of a sound.
Beep.
Beep's good. Okay, beep's a solid beeping sound. Becky.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, brilliant. Claire?
I was going to go ding, ding, ding. Dong.
Dong. Okay. And Zoe?
I was going to go ding as well. What other ones are there? I don't know.
Any sound in the whole world?
Woof.
Woof's fine. We can do woof. You also might need to raise your hand because yesterday's Podmas, which will be a few days ago when people are listening, I'll tell you, it was with Donna Case, and she got really angry with me because Ruth's beep came before her jingle, and honestly, I thought Donna was quite jolly until this. I thought she was going to murder me yesterday. So let's get started. The first question is, what stick would you put in mulled wine?
Beep.
There was a beep, but I've forgotten who beep was. It was Jessica. Go on, Jessica.
Cinnamon.
Yes, well done. Which fairy tale inspired the idea of gingerbread houses?
Woof.
Woof.
Hansel and Gretel.
Very good. We're going to have more questions. What is the name of the German Christmas fruitcake?
Dong.
Yes, Dong.
Stollen.
Well done. What was Joseph's profession?
Dong.
Yes.
Carpenter.
Yes. Which US city banned Christmas in 1659? Oh yeah, this isn't fun. This is work.
No idea.
Woof, I'm going to guess.
Go on.
New York.
No, not according to my. I should say this is all according to my research. So the chances are these might not be right. Anyone else want to have a guess?
Beep.
Go on, beep.
Salem.
No, but I like your thought. Go on, Dong.
Boston.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Was that a guess?
According to my notes.
Yeah, it was.
Now this one's an interesting one. We've got 11 questions. I can't count. Let's just keep going. What was Santa's ride in Finland? That's really badly worded. I think it's what does Santa ride in Finland?
Woof.
Yes.
A sleigh.
No, not according to my notes.
Dong.
Gondong?
Reindeer.
No, not. See, I feel like this is probably not correct because this is.
Ding, ding, ding.
Gonding?
A polar bear?
No, but that's a really good answer.
Beep.
Go on, beep.
Is a sledge different from a sleigh?
It's a goat, apparently.
Oh.
I feel like I wasn't that far away from polar bear.
Poor goat. He'll probably crush the goat.
That's what I'm thinking. But then
Yeah, Santa's not a small guy, is he? I mean,
he isn't. but I've been thinking about this more than I should have been. A heavily pregnant woman riding a small donkey, that's not good, is... Oh, hang on, Claire's got insight here.
No, I was agreeing. It's a really good point.
It's not right. So maybe it's like a big goat, or maybe it was a massive donkey. Let's
Maybe
move on.
Pulled by a herd of goats, that would be slightly less bad.
They would just do their own thing, wouldn't they? Goats are just a law unto themselves. He would never get anywhere. Goats are opinionated. Next question. Can you name 2 reindeer that begin with the letter C?
Woof.
Go on, Woof.
Cupid and Comet.
Very good. See, bit of elf coming out there.
There we go.
What is glühwein?
Dong.
Go on.
Old wine.
Yes. Of course, you know German. You used to live in Germany, didn't you?
Afraid so.
I should have scattered the German questions. Oh, I thought it would. Right, okay. Becky, you're not doing well, okay?
I know, I'm failing at this.
But
I'm not good under pressure. If it was a pub quiz and I had time to think of I'd be there.
But it's okay. The next 2, everyone can take part in. It's a guess. How tall was the tallest Christmas tree? So everyone can have a think and have a guess. And I'll write these down. Becky, I feel like this might be your time to shine.
Are we going feet or meters?
Feet. I haven't got meters written down.
Okay.
Oh God, I can't work in feet. Can I go meters? You haven't got a converter there, have you?
Yeah, my phone will do it. Hang on.
Say 1 meter more or less than the other answers.
Right. Who wants to go first whilst I try and find a converter for Zoe?
I'll guess 60 meters.
Oh God,
feet.
you need...
60.
Oh, I'm going to have 60 meters.
60, whatever.
Meters to feet. Right. We've got a converter. Okay, so you went 60 meters.
I'll go 25 meters.
Hang on, I haven't fixed this problem yet. 60
Oh,
meters.
sorry.
Oh, right. 60 meters is 196 feet. Okay. What were you, Zoe?
I'm going to go 20 meters.
20 meters.
Yeah.
Which is 65 feet. Okay, who's next?
I'm going to go 30 feet.
I said this is your time to shine, Becky. 30 feet.
Yeah.
This is the biggest Christmas tree ever.
Well, everyone else has gone massive. I might as well try and go a bit smaller.
Do you really want to stick at 30 feet?
Okay, let's go 100 feet then.
Okay, you can have 100 feet. Right, Claire, what are you going to go for?
40 meters.
Hang on a minute, I'll need to get my phone. 40 meters. So that's 131 feet. Well, Jessica wins that round because apparently it's 221 feet.
Wow.
Whoa. What, a real one?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So 30. Not good, Becky. Not good. Okay, the next one. Kind of scared about this now, but it's going to be fine. When did Coca-Cola start using Santa in their advertising? Becky, do you want to go first?
1956.
1956 for Becky. Jessica.
I'm going to go earlier and guess 1930.
1930. Zoe.
I'm going to go 1972. I'm going to go a bit later.
Okay, and Claire.
Yeah, I'm a bit like Jessica. I thought it was earlier, so I'll go 1935.
Oh, it was 1931, according to my notes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, this is now this. So this one now is an important question because it's the final one that will decide the winner or whether we have a tie. And I don't know what we're going to do if there's a tie. What is the popular Christmas song by Wizard?
It's Christmas. Oh, beep.
It's not that. It is a Christmas song, though. Did I say that? Okay, that's good. Anyone?
It's like I
I
can
didn't
see
know
my
that.
tongue.
Yeah. So I don't even know who Wizard is.
It's the Noddy Holder song. I can't remember what it's called. Is it the Noddy Holder song? It is, isn't it?
Oh, I wish it could be Christmas every day.
Well done, our little quiet elf there.
It's
So,
because I've got a toddler, so I have to know these things.
well done. No, that was good. That was good. We have finished that now. Becky, that was not your time to shine.
Quizzes are not for me.
But next year. Then in second place, we had joint second place with Jessica and Zoe, and the winner was Claire. Although I feel like me putting 2 German questions in there was not a great idea.
I had an unfair advantage.
It was an unfair advantage. It was only because I knew both of the answers, and I was really pleased. Well, thank you very much, ladies. I'm going to now ask you all the places where people can find you online. So, Jessica, let's start with you.
Website www.zvtextiles.com, and Instagram, and I haven't really done Facebook, and I don't do Twitter or TikTok. So mainly the website.
Focus on that website, really.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Claire, where can we find you?
Website is beta-uk.org, and Facebook is Beta Equestrian, Insta is beta_equestrian, and we're on LinkedIn as well.
Brilliant. Becky?
So the website is qdressage.com, and it's the letter Q. And then that's Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, TikTok, all the places.
Excellent. And Zoe?
So we are honestriders.co.uk, and we're on most social channels, and it's at honest.riders.
Amazing. Thank you very, very much, ladies. That's been great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ria.
If you'd like to find out more about any of the masterminders, do contact them as per their chat. And if you'd like to find more out about Mastermind, the amazing community that also helps to educate and empower all of you fabulous small business owners, head on over to riafreemanpr.co.uk and then look at Small and Supercharged Mastermind from the top menu. Have a good one. Take care.